The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com and at amazon.com.
Pat, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi. Tell me your situation.
Well, I'm the receiver of a ring from a married man who I've had an on-and-off relationship with since 1974.
It's been an on and off relationship?
Yes.
And what does the ring represent if he's a married man?
Well, he says that I deserve it. He felt that I deserved it.
Is it a diamond ring?
Yeah. It's got 3 diamonds.
Okay.
And he's flying. He's been spending more time with me.
He's still married?
Yeah, he's still married.
And how much time is he spending with you?
Well, he's flying in Tuesday. He's going to stay until Friday.
Okay, so he's out of state.
Yeah, he's out of state, but I've been out of state for the last about almost 20 years. And he's in my hometown. I go home. I'm usually there during the summer.
Okay, and your question...
Holidays. My question is, do you think that he's been talking about leaving? Do you think that he's serious?
About leaving his wife?
Yeah.
What evidence? I would not know. You're the one that holds all the evidence. What evidence do you have that a man that you've had an on and off relationship with for 30 years, who has been deceitful to his wife for how many years?
As long as they've been married.
For 30 years. Who has that capacity to live a double life? Do you think he's now serious with you and that he would leave her? And do you think he's a good partner for you long term?
I think he would be a good partner long term. And I know that he's not happy with her. I've been known that. When we first got together, I worked with him for 2 years and I quit him.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I quit him. He didn't quit me.
Okay, you left him. What made you leave him when you first got together?
Because I felt like I had been going for 2 years. He was a married man, and that I don't need to be going with a married man.
Okay.
And he was extremely upset. And then years later, we got together. He gave me indications that he was thinking about leaving her then.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I had no children. I'd only been married 5 years.
Who's he? Oh, he had no children.
No, he had no children when the first 2 years we went together.
Okay.
And he knew that I didn't date married men when we went together, when we first started going together. And
he knew what?
He knew that I did not date married men when we first started going together.
So you made an exception for him?
Yeah.
Or did he trick you into it? Did you think he was Did you know he was married when you first started dating him?
Yes, I knew he was married.
Okay. Here, you're asking, I guess there are a couple of questions that you want to give yourself a lot of time to think about, Pat. One is the question that you have, will he leave his wife? Is he finally reaching the breaking point, the tipping point, where he wants to be with you? That's the best case scenario, and here's the best case scenario. He loves you. He has always loved you. You're the love of his life, but he's been trapped in a relationship with a woman. He didn't have the courage to leave her, or he felt guilty. Whatever his reasons, he did not leave her. Maybe family considerations, I don't know. But now, 30 years later, he's reconsidering it. He's sick and tired of her. He wants to leave her, and he gives you a ring. And he tells you you deserve it, and he's considering leaving her. That would be the best case scenario, where you've got a good man who just didn't have the courage to leave, right?
Yeah, that sounds exactly like him.
Okay. You also need to entertain that there's another possibility. If you're exploring this and doing the detective work, another possibility, not the best case scenario, but the worst case scenario is what?
That he doesn't leave, and I'm left, with no one.
Did you date anybody else during this period?
Yes, and so did he when we were broken up.
Okay. Did you marry at all?
I was married before. I got married.
But you never married again. During the 30 years, you haven't married.
I never married again.
But you haven't...
I was asked by this lawyer I used to go with, and I told him no. I was asked at 50. I'm 61.
Okay, you're 61 years old. He's how old? Ballpark?
He's the same age as me.
Okay. What prevents you from asking him the questions? You're doing detective work. You want to find out, what evidence do I have that he's leaving his wife? What prevents you from asking him?
Oh, I did. Let me see. About 2 weeks ago, a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, I did ask him, and he said, this is his answer. He said that he's going to discuss it with her, and he said if it's agreeable, he would leave. But if there's going to be a really big knockdown, drag out, he don't know if he would.
So there's a lot of money involved? Are there young kids involved at his age?
They only have one child.
How old?
She's in medical school. She's about maybe 20.
Okay, but his wife wants to take him to the cleaners? Is that it?
He says that if it turns out like that, he don't know if he would leave if it turns real nasty.
Okay, so he is giving you the data.
They only have one house, but it's a beautiful house.
So there's a lot at stake. For him to connect with you as a romantic partner, he may lose his house. He may lose a lot of his income that he's saved over the years. He may lose his daughter. His daughter may be very upset if she ever discovers the affair. And the wife may find out about the affair, so the you-know-what may hit the you-know-what.
I think he says that she knows there's nothing there.
She knows there's nothing in the relationship, and she may have had an affair too. Listen, let me sum up, because
I don't think she's ever had an affair.
Yeah, let me sum up. If someone gave me a diamond ring and said, "You deserve it," to me, if I were in the same situation as you, I don't know whether they're just paying me off. They feel guilty because they've been stringing me along for so long, and may string me along even more. So they give me the ring, kind of like a consolation prize. It could mean that, or it could mean that he does want to leave. But it's a long road ahead of you because you've got the divorce. So you want to decide whether it's worth wrapping your whole romantic life around a man who's not been there completely for you. Thank you very much for the call.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
For more Dr. Kenner podcast, go to drkenner.com and please listen to this ad.
Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by clinical psychologists Dr. Kenner and Locke.
Here are a few assertiveness tips that may help you express yourself more effectively. 1. Be as clear as possible when expressing your viewpoint. Give a specific example, which helps your partner much more than using global language such as "you always" or "you never." Mentally paint a picture of what you experienced, such as, "I was waiting at the restaurant for an hour. When you didn't show up or call, I felt abandoned, angry, and embarrassed." Your partner can easily visualize this, and you are communicating your message much more skillfully. 2. Get to the point quickly. Your partner will appreciate your directness, and you will have a better chance of resolving your conflict without further misunderstanding or harm.
You can download Chapter 1 for free by going to drkenner.com, and you can buy the book at amazon.com.